So first of all, shout out to Advocate Sue, okay? Because Advocate Sue was on the job on the press conference, letting y'all know that these people not doing their job. Okay, so shout out to her because she was the attorney. She is the attorney for Shanquella Robinson's family. So
Oh,
yeah,
she is.
yeah, we did
Yeah.
appreciate her on the news, girl. She was letting these people know what it was.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Shout
I'm
out to her.
I'm sorry, y'all.
Yeah.
And was in
Sure.
the background acting a fool. I'm sorry.
I hope she
Um,
better at solving cases than she is at choosing
Finding
men.
love.
Yes.
Girl, we
Yay.
all hope so. So this is the final episode of Ready to Love, y'all. I don't know what's going on. Hold up.
Uh-oh.
I'm sorry, y'all. The dogs are in the cage fighting, and I don't know what is going on, but I don't like
Dang,
the way it
they're
sounds.
scrapping.
It's like they scrapping.
Yeah.
Ready to Love. So basically, this was the finale episode. We haven't even really been watching Ready to Love because it's been boring. But I thought since we had been talking about it, I would just come and give y'all the little final to do before we get to the reunion. The reunion is probably going to be the most entertaining part about this entire show, based on the clips we saw of Jeffrey in a blind wig telling y'all that black men lead these babies every day, and y'all on stage capping like a mug. Talking about that's not true. I said, really, Tony, it's not true. Ask old boy over here with the 3 kids with the 3 baby mamas when the last time he seen them children.
Mm.
Black, yeah.
Yeah. So
I ain't he could probably be there, but okay. I'm sorry. The way he was talking about it, he sounded like he don't even like them damn kids he got. But Troy was not ready for love. Okay. Troy getting ganked by Morgan was the funniest shit in the world to me. He really thought he was about to get chose after he told them people that if Marcia was still there, Lyndon can have Morgan. He
Oh,
thought he was
Tony.
still gonna get her. Tony. Yeah, he
Yeah,
thought I
same
said
thing.
Troy, my bad. My notes got messed up. Tony, Troy, y'all all the same. Anyway,
Yeah.
um, it's just like it's so funny to me. Like he thought he was gonna be able to do all of that and have a relationship with Natasha during the whole taping of the damn show, and he really thought that Morgan was still gonna choose him. I thought that was hilarious, because she ganked the shit out of him, and I was here for it. What did y'all think?
I kind of was here for it, and I kind of was annoyed. Like, I have to say, 10% of me was here for it, and 90% I was like, girl, bye. Only because she vengeful as fuck. You had the entire season to let this man go. She should let him go a long time ago whenever he said to Lyndon, oh, yeah, those lips. Have you kissed those lips? She going to my bed tonight. All that was disrespectful as hell.
wow.
Like, he really dogged your ass. So I don't think it really gave what she thought it was gonna give, since she waited till the end and then read him with a Bible verse, because it was given dumb. It was given dumb.
Love is patient.
I
Love
didn't
is
even. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna hold y'all. I ain't been watching it.
I ain't
It's
gonna
not
hold
like we
y'all.
surprised. It's not like we surprised. Okay.
I be
So
trying, but what I can say is that Tony has always been trash, and what disappoints me is I hate that they do this. They let these horrible. First of all, y'all be picking lackluster ass men, number one, and then you allow them to make it to the very end, and it's like you want these women to be out here seeking love, but it's like it makes me. Y'all already think that they not worthy enough based on the men that y'all pick. Like y'all already don't think much of their worth is what I'm saying, based on the men that y'all bring to the
You
front.
saying
Because
production or the people
production, correct.
okay.
Yeah, because I feel like most of the ladies had it going on, but the men just had it going. Like just
I think the thing that's so irritating though is I feel like season after season there's always this underlying message that the women that they choose are desperate. Almost every single one of them. It's only like 1 or 2, and when they're not, they get sent home early. They need to do a better job.
they
Yeah.
do.
And
They
what's
need to
the
do a
other
better
girl
job
name?
at picking.
Jonique. Yep.
Oh, she been in love.
Right, but she's saying the type of women who aren't desperate. So she said
Oh
Cordova,
yeah.
I said Jonique.
Oh yeah. Corvea, she was another one. They had to send her home because she wasn't thirsty. That was so funny. I saw Corvea on the damn Millennium she the video the documentary that
Really?
I came out with. I heard like in a little clip interviewing them back in the day. I said, look at Corvette back in the day.
Mm.
Girl, she done shined up since then. But outside of Tony and Morgan, Mercedes and Mark Anthony broke up. We knew it. We wasn't even seeing them. It was like, child, whatever. And Cynthia chose Anthony. That was cute, but we don't think they're gonna make it, but it was cute. And Andre and Jeffrey and her biblical husband. And I just was like, it's giving delusion. Like, what the fuck is
Wait,
the
he
biblical?
chose Jeffrey?
Yes, which is why it's so crazy that on the reunion show they're going back and forth. Here's the thing. Somebody was like, they would have more they probably didn't have an in-depth conversation before he made that decision. And I'm like, so whose fault is that? Because she told y'all several times that her baby daddies wasn't involved in the kid's life. She said that shit repeatedly. She even had the time to bring the exes and told y'all they not in the kid's life. I'm not fucking with them. So you're not gonna see them on here. That's just not gonna happen. A relationship ain't like that. So for him to turn around at the reunion show and say, and I'm guessing the reason why the relationship didn't work out was because you have questions about why the kids, dad's not around. It's like, but you chose her knowing that.
Right.
Yeah, I agree. I think he just wanted to fuck,
Yeah.
quite honestly. I think
Exactly. This is why
literally
it's
There's
ready to
that.
lunch and not
I
it's
think
ready to fuck. It's not ready to love.
That's
it
what it's.
is. And
Yeah.
that's what happens with the typecast when they had a woman with the big old booty, but they love Jesus. And he just loved the big old booty and he thought the Jesus part was cool and forgot about the kids. Nah.
How did y'all feel about Mercedes not picking what's his name? Mark Anthony. A lot of people said they were glad she chose herself. Yeah.
I was glad, but I was also feeling like, why are y'all here? Like,
That's
I
me.
I
Who?
don't feel no feelings for either one of them individually, together. It was like, in my mind, I was trying to make it make sense as to why they lasted so long. And I'm like, this must have been a couple where production was like, hey, people leaving left and right. Or, we got to make it 3 couples in the ending. So can y'all just stay? And they agreed to stay.
I could see that.
That's what it's giving, because it ain't giving real. It ain't giving real at all.
I think production's tired. A lot of people
They're
have been
overworking the
saying
shit out them people.
in the yard. A lot of people have been saying Love and Marriage Huntsville they're tired of, and that they don't give the show a break or whatever. They don't let people miss it. And I'm like, girl, that's how I feel about Ready to Love though. And I'm sure production, they just don't give a damn. They tired.
Ready to Love, Married at First Sight.
Oh, girl.
Child.
review.
Yeah.
They be like,
Married.
whoa, shit.
Yeah.
For real. It's too much. Like, listen, we gonna get to it because y'all need to be happy that Jami watches Love is Blind. Because if Jami didn't watch Love is Blind, we wouldn't be reviewing it like today. Cause it's boring to me. And I feel like if Necey not reviewing the show, I know she probably not watching it like that.
Oh, I watch it.
You watch it?
Mhm.
I watch every show, even if I don't review. I watch a bunch of shows I don't review.
No, I just think you would be into that one specifically because it was like, girl, when did it happen? And then it was like 8 episodes, and it was like, it happened so quickly. That's
Oh no,
what I
I
really
love
mean.
it. I asked y'all about it last week, and that's when I found out Jami watched it, but you didn't watch it.
Y'all made me watch it, and then everybody commenting, Bondy, you gonna love it. I was like, oh, I tried and I was bored, especially when they be in the pods. I'm the girl that fell asleep. Like
Ooh,
I am in that bitch knocked out. I don't want to do it.
Damn.
But you know what? I'm glad y'all brought it up because we ain't got to talk about Ready to Love no more. Let's go ahead and switch gears. And since we brought it up, we might as well go ahead and get into Love is Blind. Hit the people go right here. Girl, let me tell you, the only thing I paid, and this is how you know I don't care. This is my show. Child, I don't know the people. Yeah, Tiffany. Tiffany fell asleep. That's her. Okay, she in the front with the blue on her. Yeah.
Yeah.
Her and her man Brett are the cutest little black couple. We don't know if it's real, but they cute. They cute, and they're the only ones that's probably gonna make it. But I
What are
don't
you
know if
thinking,
it's real.
Jamie?
I like them a lot, but
Oh, I
her
thought you were gonna say something
apprehension,
bad.
like remember when he took those photos of her
Yeah.
and she walked in and everything was beautiful, but then it seems like I guess like she had an issue with her family not understanding their process or accepting something, and I was like, Lord, Tiffany, you're not gonna bring us this far to get to the aisle and
It's
say
a
you're not gonna
Girl.
marry this man. I would be so pissed because I really feel like Brett is a catch.
he is.
Right.
He's
I need to
nice
put him on
looking.
somebody if you want to play Tiffany.
He's got a good like demeanor. He gives like smart but not lame. I like his energy. He has dimples, you know what I'm saying? He has lyric mouth. It's all good. Um, but I'ma just keep it a buck. It's too good to be true. I'm gonna just be real, y'all. I'm sorry.
Damn.
It's too good to be true.
But
It's
no,
all
it's
it.
not.
You know what? I'll wait. But usually when shows are like this, and they, with the exception of that first season,
Yeah,
with the
that's what I was about
relationship
to
couple,
bring up too.
that's the
Me too.
only time. That's the only time. And I want this to work for them. But I'm gonna tell you right now, if we get to decision day and you decide that you're not marrying somebody after you brought your funky ass on this show, knowing you ain't know nobody and your people wasn't probably gonna be okay with it, I'm tired of everybody. Which brings me to Kwame and Chelsea. Kwame,
Baby.
Kwame. I
Oh
don't
my
know. I
gosh.
don't know what type of white girl you wanted, but I feel like you didn't get the white girl you wanted. You wanted a white girl, yes, but you didn't want the white girl you got. And Chelsea, I feel bad for Chelsea, but I also feel like Chelsea, you deserve this on some level because you
Thanks.
can't see. You can't see him. He not really that into you like that. Like I ain't never in my life, had a situation where there's some covered strawberries and a nigga acting like he don't want me to put it in his mouth. Then what are we talking for then? Okay, it's chocolate covered strawberries. We shopping. Put it in your mouth. Like, what's the problem? And that's when I was like, you know what? He don't like nobody. He one of them insecure ass men. He don't like nobody. I bet you black women are so
Oh yeah.
difficult and black women this and black women that. And then you go get with Chelsea and then you're going to find a way to complain about Chelsea too, talking about my family. It's just my family. I don't want to just, disregard my mom's feelings. I don't want to throw her opinion away. She raised me all these years. Sir, I haven't even heard your mama voice on the fucking phone. I don't even believe your people know about this. I don't believe nothing that you saying. I don't believe your people really would have an issue. Honestly, they probably would be happy that you was gonna come home, girl. Keep it a buck.
Low key, I didn't like his sister either. His sister was sweet, but something in my gut told me that she was fake as hell too. Whenever she went to Chelsea dressing room on the wedding day and was like, "We're all here for you. You look beautiful. We're here for you." And it's like, oh my gosh, girl, Okay, did it make perfect sense to y'all whenever he said that he was not Black American?
When did he say that?
When he went to go meet Chelsea's family, he said that he grew up in Ghana.
Yeah.
Oh,
It made perfect sense to me because whenever he was first introduced to us, I knew that he didn't identify as Black like Black American people do. So I was like,
Which is so funny because I don't know what y'all think y'all are, but y'all are just us, not as many generations removed. I hate that y'all do that. Like an African American is literally a person of African descent that now lives in America. So when you bring your ass from Ghana, which is in Africa, and live in America, what exactly would you like to be called, sir?
I think it's a cultural difference though. Like, especially whenever you get people from out of the country who move to America, they think that they know like the American way. You come here, you work hard and XYZ, and they don't really acknowledge like the Black experience that people who have ancestry from slavery has. So that's what I saw in Kwame, down to the way that he cackles, trying to, be less intimidating. It's just And I really don't think that he wants Chelsea because Chelsea likes him too much. But Chelsea was also giving me the white girl from Get Out, where she's like making him
Sperm.
Yes, like it's
I want the
giving,
biracial
this
baby.
man, she wants some Black kids. I really think so. I think it could have been any Black man, but she just wants somebody to fit into her life somehow. It's tragic. Hate to see it.
I think that for some white women, oh my bad. I was gonna say for some white women, I think them being with a Black man makes them feel less guilty about their white privilege or something. Like, oh, this makes me feel less guilty. This makes me feel cool,
culture.
Yeah, and they also probably feel like he gonna tear that ass up, and that's another thing that they can hang over their white homegirl's head. Like, at least he's tearing that ass up.
Yeah, that's why they did the damn photo shoot, that cringy ass photo shoot in the bed.
Oh, yeah. I
it
was like,
giving,
that was
look at my
horrible.
Black man.
Black man,
Right?
black man.
It was horrible. I cannot stand Kwame. I don't like anything about him. But I must say, Chelsea kind of had me slick leaning on his side. You know, my feet was still on her side, but my body was tilted a little bit because Chelsea, you do too fucking much. Like you just do. What I could not stand was the fakeness. She was hyping up to her friends. Oh my God. And Kwame, oh my God, he loves the dog. Like, oh my God, he's this, he's that. Like, I think we have the perfect love. And I'm like, why are you so gullible and stupid as hell? Like, you too big and grown to not know what's going on. Like, this man is not that into you. He literally just played you on y'all pre-honeymoon or whatever you had going on. And you over here just overhyping, overselling. You know, she did it so much and trying to fit into his life and wanting him to relocate and move to where she's at and all this and that. She did it so much that it honestly made me question, is she acting? And is she
Nah,
going to be the
she's just
one to
crazy.
get to the altar and tell his ass no? I'm wondering.
I think she's truly crazy.
I can see that. But I also think Kwame is crazy because ain't no way y'all finna get me to believe that nigga was on the phone with his mama. Cause let me tell you, the way they shot that, they only shot it from this angle and the side. I say, baby, we usually put people on speaker, or I at least would see the earpiece. And in this case, we need to hear her on speaker.
Or
So
you see
I
the
feel like it
text.
was fake. Thank you. And I also feel like his sister and brother wasn't his sister and brother. I feel like everything Kwame brings to the
that was
front
his sister and
is giving
brother.
fake.
That was his sister and brother. They
You
had the
think
same
so?
face.
Oh,
The brother was fine though. The brother was fine though.
Not
The
they have
sister
the
definitely
same.
had the same nose. I thought I was the only one that noticed it.
I said the same face, but yeah.
You don't have to say it. I'll say it for you. So besides Kwame and Chelsea, we also have Bliss and Zach. Baby, first of all, we had Zach and Irina first. Okay. Zach chose this butterface girl, and she was mean because she a butterface. And I don't know if y'all know, but like, girl, you know how I feel like with black women, if they feel like they not that cute, sometimes they might have a better personality. But white women, I feel like if they ugly, they know they gotta be mean about it. And that's the vibe I was getting from Irina. So she was like a real bitch when they were in the pods. Like, I hated that moment when Bliss made Zach cupcakes for his birthday, and she was like trying to ask her, "Oh, can I take one of them?" No, bitch, you can't take nothing I got over here to try to copy off me. You ain't even remember it was that man's birthday. And then she went into the pod and spent the whole time talking about Bliss. Zach then turns around and still chooses Irina over Bliss. When they see each other, she doesn't like his Joker like smile that he has there. You know, he's always kind of like bending his head down forward while he's looking at you, and it kind of freaks you out a bit. Yeah, he does that. And Irina noticed it. And so she kept mentioning it. And we could tell
Like
she
a
wasn't
cartoon
really
character.
into him. Yes.
Or a
That's
property
what he
brother.
looked like. He looked like the Riddler or one of the, like, you know, one of the Batman villains in the cartoon. Like the
They
one
said
that's
he
look
always
looked
like
like
he's
one
supposed
of
to
the
be on.
property brothers.
he
He
does look
do.
like Property Brothers. He
But he
does.
also look like he should be on Doug, that cartoon.
Da, da,
Oh
da,
my.
da, da,
He
da,
look
Y'all
like
know,
that.
da,
I think
da.
Irina brought so much attention to him looking at her because of her scars in her face.
Oh, you're right.
And I think that was an insecurity for her. And I also think that insecurity has a lot to do with how she's navigated the world, needing to be so tough that she turned into a mean girl. Yeah. I think that's what was going on with her. But
It was. It was
Bliss
bad.
tried to tell him, like, you shouldn't have chose her
She did.
ass.
I
Stupid.
wanted to ask y'all, when it came to Zach's whole background was that he grew up not having a lot. His mom was a stripper, but worked as hard as she could to, help him get to where he is, which is a lawyer now. And he felt like because he came from a single parent household and went through a lot of struggle, that he wouldn't be accepted by Bliss' family. Whereas with Irina, he felt more comfortable. I don't know Irina's backstory, but it was just a question that popped up in my mind. I didn't have no inkling of knowing or guessing. But do y'all think that Zach felt more comfortable with Irina knowing that she was white and that Bliss, to me, Bliss is given black, but on Instagram, she said that she's black, white, Persian, and Mexican. So do y'all think that was some of his hesitancy?
No, I think production chose for him.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I really do. I feel like production chose for him just to keep this bitch on the show, to keep up the antics, because she was the only one that was willing to do the BS. Remember how the girl was crying behind the kitchen counter and she went and leaned over there and then ran back and told Micah what was going on and all this? Like, she was there for TV. He realized he picked the wrong person, and I feel like production got what they needed. And now let's go ahead and see if Bliss is interested in you and let us follow this story, because they don't really do that. Once somebody made a bad decision, that's not who they want to be with, they leave the island and they go on about their business.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think last year or year before last, it may have been like one meetup and that was it. But this was like a meetup and then another meetup and then let's meet up, let's get proposed. Like, I feel like production had a hand in it.
Yeah,
And I
that
want
makes
Bliss
sense.
to kind of stop bringing it up. Like, I understand that she feels a way that it happened and that she wants to talk about it, because obviously she hasn't gotten all her feelings out. But now you got to a place where you accepted this proposal. So how long you going to be bringing it up that he did that? Because at the end of the day, the fact that even with him doing that, you still took the ring and
I don't
ready
think
to
she's
move
gonna be able to
forward.
marry him. She
I
ain't
feel
gonna be able
like,
to get over it, like you saying.
yes, I think that may be the deciding factor. It's not going to be that raggedy ass daddy though. But I think that could be the decision for her.
The daddy killed me because I was like, sir, you look like you sitting next to the person that you cheated on this lady mama with before.
Yes. And I
Is
was
that not what
wondering
it
who
looked
the
like?
fuck she was.
Yeah, it was given. I'm the stepmom, but I probably also was the side chick before he left their parents, their mama. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I was like, why he giving all of this judgment? And you've been married more than once. And the lady that you sitting there next to like exotic in comparison, because the daddy looks Persian,
Right.
but the woman who was sitting next to him looked like some type of Hispanic or Latin mixture. And so that's why I was looking at him like, so you got the audacity to really be sitting up here being so judgmental about this situation when it looked like you pick wives based on who's easiest to deal with. Like, sir, get out of here.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all know how them old men be looking. So Bliss and Zach, I don't know if they're gonna make it. Eddie didn't see it for Zach. I wouldn't have saw it for Zach either. How you gonna choose my daughter second? Fuck out of
True.
here.
And
Um,
then one other
But
thing I
she
wanted to say.
accepted second. So
she did, and that's her mistake. But you know what? That probably got something to do with that daddy.
ooh. Yeah.
I'm just
The
saying.
difference between these new seasons and the old seasons, because I saw somebody in the comments say that Bliss is multiracial, he didn't see her, is in season 1, I feel like they respected not asking what each other looked like. But in these new seasons, they'll literally ask, like, well, how tall are you? What do you like to do? What's your culture? You pretty much know what somebody look like.
Mm-hmm.
You get a feel. So yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, the next couple, Jacquelina and Marshall, and back in the back, Josh D. You can't
Can we
see.
go to Micah now? Because they ain't got shit going on.
Okay, we can go to Micah and Paul. They ain't got nothing going on. Wasn't Micah supposed to go with Kwame, and then she ended up choosing Paul over Kwame, and he cried about it?
Yep.
Okay.
Like
Yeah.
a
And
hoe.
played Amanda in the
And
process.
then, right. Then
Hmm.
Irina wanted to talk to Paul. Micah had to go back and confront her about that. And she said she'll never do that again. I wouldn't trust that hoe. And then she got another best friend that's trash, don't like Paul, but ain't got no reason to not like him. She just single as hell and probably want her homegirl to be single too. And that's
Probably.
just that on them.
Okay. So, and we don't want to talk about Jacqueline and Marshall?
No, we do. We do. I
That's
felt
what
like
we
they
need
was
to talk
Okay,
juicy. So
about.
we're
I was
gonna
like,
end
we
on
need to
them.
say them. I feel like they juicy.
Right.
Okay, let's end on them. So basically, what had happened was, at first it seemed like she was messing with Josh D and Marshall, and Josh D was like, "If you don't choose me, I'ma leave." And like Jamie said, it seemed like that's what you supposed to do on this show. So, what you was really all that upset about because you was expected to leave anyway if you didn't get chose? I don't know, but anyway. So that made her feel pressure. And so Marshall gets all like big in the chest. He goes back into the men's area and everything. He's like, I don't know who it is, but I'm not taking this shit. She's gonna be with me. You know what I'm saying? It was like very, very like, sir. Like, sir, come on, calm down. You ain't finna do nothing. Josh was kind of giving, he was giving a little energy. I ain't gonna lie. I understand Jacquelina's choice, but I also feel like I would have chose Josh off rip. instead of playing with Marshall's feelings like that. But anyway, she ended up choosing Marshall. Marshall proposes. She played with Marshall feelings. Like it was always an issue, it was always a problem. She's bursting into tears and shit, crying, and he's trying to make her feel better. And I'm like, nigga, stop trying to comfort her. She crying because she don't like you. Okay, she chose you and she don't like you, and she feel like she made a mistake, and she know she gonna make herself look bad, so she crying about it. Okay, so just take the hint and bad back. But he ain't do that. He kept trying to be supportive and shit. And so then we get to the day where they supposed to go and try on tuxes and wedding dresses, and this bitch don't show up because she meeting with Josh D. Now I know she said online she talked to Josh D beforehand, but either way, Marshall's ass showed up to try on a tuxedo and didn't find out until that day that you weren't, going to try on your wedding dress. So miss me with the he didn't get played. He did. He got played. You played with him, and then you ain't want to give him the ring back. Sitting up there talking about, no, I'm not gonna give you the ring back, bitch. You ain't shit. You ain't shit. Get that man the ring back. You ain't shit for that. Anyway, she said she don't know if she gonna marry Josh or not, but word on the curb is that they out here dating, and that they might have been dating even before they came into the pods. Who knows, girl? I don't know. What do you guys think?
Trash.
That's fuck.
I think that she's toxic and she wants somebody to play them games with her. I think Marshall is somebody who's in love with love, and he was convincing himself along the way that he was going to do whatever it took, because he said he's a poet. He used to write poetry or something like that. So I think in his mind, he just thought it was going to be a love story. Like, let me step up to the plate and be who she need me to be. But she don't want somebody respectable. She don't. Now Josh was giving fuckboy to me. I really don't know much about the man. Besides he showed up to Chelsea party uninvited. I'm putting that in air quotes because we know production invited him there. And he was drunk. And I don't know. I think they go together, and that's who she should have chose. Not because I think he the better pick, but because she trash and he trash too.
I think that's a great point. Jackie definitely got on my damn nerves. I couldn't understand about all the crying, but I appreciated Marshall being there for her. Jackie, she just loved toxic love. Like that's just what she likes. Like creating arguments with this man so he could run behind you and like that. Like she just wasn't ready for the type of guy that Marshall is. And I mean, I'm with Necey. Like you got exactly what it is you deserve, which is Josh, and he definitely gonna play you out because he is giving F boy energy. And when he met you for the first time, he was drunk. He didn't even take into consideration that this is his first time meeting you, so he probably would want to be sober, right?
Breath
But
smelling
also
hot, like
he was all up
alcohol.
on her. Did you catch that? Which made me think, girl, this must not be y'all first time linking up. In all honesty, that's how I felt like she probably had been talking to him throughout the whole process with Marshall. But yeah, that's what you get, Jackie. Going over there and do your thing, and we'll learn about it in a few months about how you and Josh not together and how he played you out.
Y'all see she going around saying she thought Marshall was gay.
Yes, I saw that. And it's the fact that your
Ooh,
friend
I heard.
in the text messages leaked what you were saying about him. So now you got to question the friends that you got. And then you saying that mess about that man. Like,
And that's
girl.
crazy that she wants somebody who's like feeding into that toxic masculinity. Because what about it made you think he was gay? Like, yeah, I did hear about that too. I heard about
Who?
that
Who
too.
got the hurt?
Jack, they said that people were saying that whenever Jacqueline and Marshall got into it, and the reason why they hadn't had sex was because allegedly she had it.
Ooh.
She?
Yeah, that's what
Oh,
people
okay.
were saying.
I mean, it happens.
Yeah, but I don't know if it was actually proof of that. But
Mm.
people were just saying it. I wonder if people were saying it to get ahead because they knew that she was gonna fuck Marshall over, and they probably was mad about that. But
Mm.
who knows?
Wow.
Well, it's sad, but it's okay. People live with herpes every day, son. It's okay. She'll be all
Yeah,
right.
I mean,
Listen,
people trying to put it on Usher. So
and not even just that. All of the girls in that R. Kelly trial, bruh, all them girls
oh
got it.
yeah,
And at least 2 or 3 of them was pregnant. Like,
Wow.
I was like, well, somebody won't fuck them. So, y'all should get over this whole taboo of STDs. Stop treating
Mm.
people bad because they get STDs. But yeah, no. Ooh, That is tough. With that being said, girl, we're gonna go ahead and move on. But before we move on, it's 752 people in here, and like that's cute or whatever. But y'all could share my video and tell people we live right now, and y'all could also like the video. That would be cute.